great to hear that. Please be safe because this pandemic is doing its thing again. Alright, so to start with, I'm going to tell you a story of a girl named Lauren, and she is talking about her biggest dream. Hi, my name is Lauren, and I am passionate about music, everything about music. Listening to music, recording, producing my own music, and also helping other people to create their own music. I've always dreamed to be a music producer since I was 15. And when I listen to music, it's like I can really feel it inside of me. Like, this is the best feeling in the world. It's amazing. One day, I saw on internet a job advertisement. A very prestigious record label company is looking for a music producer to be part of their team. I was like, it's now or never. I have to do it. Like, I've always dreamed about it and it's there, so I have to do it. Of course, I applied for the job. Few weeks later, I got an interview. The 4 managers were there, and I was at the end of the table presenting everything that I know, my experiences, my skills, and my knowledge. At the end, it went so good. It went so good, and I was accepted. I got the job. And then they were all so proud of me, and I was accepted. This was the best day of my life. Fast forward, one day, we were discussing with colleagues at work. We were joking about everything, and then I made a sign to them, which is, it means I have hearing loss. Yes, of course, they were joking. They were laughing at me because how is it possible? How can it be possible that a music producer has hearing loss? And then I showed to them my hearing aid, and they were shocked. They were shocked, and they were speechless. They didn't even know what to say. Yes, I have hearing loss since I was 3 years old. And during the interview, I still have hearing loss, but I managed to hide it so that they can see my potentiality. And then now I was selected to be one of the best employees in that company, and I'm proud of myself. But I have a question so far. Would they still hire me if I didn't hide my condition? We never know. This is the story of Lauren, a music producer and composer in music fantasy in the United States. Disabled people are often excluded in our society. They are considered as burden because their mobility is reduced. But what makes them a burden? Are they burdened because of their disabilities or because of the reduced chance to access to employment? Have you already thought about that question? I know that most of them are jobless, so they are social charges in society. They become social charges, but it's the society itself who considers them as a burden. So today I have to discuss this situation with you because it's a vicious circle. The less chances they have to access to employment, the more they become burdened. And the more we put the blame on the disabilities. And the more they become burdened, the less useful they are. That's a psychological effect. This is an issue that is not really discussed in our society, yet it is part of the Sustainable Development Goals, which is to reduce inequalities. Inequalities in income and also based on age, gender, religion, race, and disabilities, so on and so forth. Where is the equal rights in that situation? Where is the equal rights to benefit fully the rights on being citizens? According to Eastern Seal, a non-profit disability providing service, the worst thing about a disability is that people see it before they see you. It is to say that some people are used to focus on the physical appearance first, then your potentiality after. So I have to prove to you today, I'm going to prove you wrong about the affirmation which says that disabled people decrease the performance of company, or disabled people are considered as a burden for society. Stephen Hawking. I'm pretty sure that all of us here have already seen him in some movies. He is a theoretical physicist, astrophysicist, cosmologist, and eminent scientist. He is diagnosed with ALS at the age of 21, and he was given 2 more years to live. Yet he has lived for 76 years old. Look at his disability, yet he has knowledges, skills, and a very talented and intelligent man. Who is he?
Mr. Bean!
Yes, Rowan Atkinson. We all know him as Mr. Bean. He managed to make laugh 3 generations at a time. Children, young people, and adults. Everybody loves him. It's like his manner and his acting in general are funny. But guess what? He is acting this way because he has Tourette syndrome and autism. So he uses his disability to create ability. And just to put you on shoes of Malagasy context, this is Aurélie, a champion representing Madagascar in the Paralympic game in Tokyo last year. She performed in the 100-meter race running, yet she's blind. So this is the fact. It's the fact that they have reduced chances to access to employment and service that makes them a burden in general. That's why you can see most of those people in association begging in front of those big supermarkets here in town. I don't know if you noticed that. In Ankurunjan, for example, they are just begging in front of the supermarkets. There is a law that requires company to only employ 6% of disabled people. They shouldn't be a burden if we can just remove the DIS in disability to create ability. And now that government should reinforce equal rights for everyone, just like equal rights for all genders and equal rights for disabled people. And in life in general, we should be more focused on the inside value of the person, the capacities and skills, and then not just stop at their physical appearance or conditions. Because even if they manage to hide it in any situation, they are more likely to be accepted. But it doesn't change the fact that they have skills and capacities. Now let's do an activity together. Let's say that you are all here managers of a modeling agency, okay? So you're going to hire a model for a fashion show and for photo shooting. Do you get your role? Yes. All right. Let's say that I'm applying for this job. Look at my condition. Would you hire me? Yes? All right, thank you. This is my condition. I am 1 meter 60 tall. I got S size in clothing. And would you still hire me? Yes, but I have a confession to make to you. 2 years ago, I was applying for a model role in a big company here, but I was rejected because of my condition. I have what we call the clubfoot syndrome. This is it if you don't know it. Now you're looking for a sign where it is, but it's the fact, it's the truth. This is to say that I'm not ashamed to say you, and I can stand here proudly to reclaim the rights of disabled people, because our conditions has nothing to do with our way of thinking, with our capacities and our skills. Perlman say that every person with disability is an individual. So they have value, they have capacities, and they have knowledges regardless their disability. So company CEO Government members and all citizens, dear all, please take that into consideration and give the chance to disabled people and change your vision about them, because they can also save this country. This is my contribution to the 10th goal in SDG Development 2030 agenda. Thank you so much.